ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another fly tying video of Life by the Fly. Sorry I've been gone, I've been doing a little bit of hunting lately. But anyways, let's talk about this fly right here. This is a squirmy worm. My way of tying it, it's a unique way. I find it just kind of looks a little more appealing. I mean, look, kind of gives it that little worm look with a little hot spot in the middle of it. I've seen this tied a different million ways, but just a little forewarning before we get tying into this. This is a delicate fly. There's no way to protect it. Do not put any kind of super glue, UV glue, or anything like that on it. It will destroy the material. These flies are not very long lasting and they will go ahead and disappear. So I recommend tying them and tying them very fast. As you can tell, I've got a hot spot tungsten bead and just some claret squirmy worm material. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So the hook I've got is just a standard size 14 jig hook. I have a 3.3 tungsten hot bead in the back, but as you notice, I'm sliding it to the back. I am tying with some UTC 70 denier ultra thread in red. Now what I do is I start just behind the eye and I work my way up and I just kind of lay down a little base coat. You want to be very sparse with this. You do not want to tie a whole bunch on at once. Now the next thing I use is a claret, but you can use any type of squirmy worm material that's red, pink, anything like that. It's something that kind of, it's just a little bit of a contrast to this color. I like claret, it's kind of got that blood worm look. But then what you're going to do is you're going to sit there and you're going to put this on, face it on your side, like such, and you're going to come up, do a nice little pinch wrap, pull down, pinch wrap, pull down, and that will keep that in place for you. Now, I do a couple loose wraps before I cinch it down, but there's no real good way to secure this. So once I get it kind of in place where I like it, I go ahead and get it down. It's going to roll around on you. That's fine. Just try to keep this area in the back kind of cleaned up, and you can move this a little bit around, but you want this area right here to be really thin. After you got that down, go ahead and pull this up real tight and snip it off, and then go ahead and clean this up and go ahead and whip finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break that off, slide that on, and as you can tell, now it's pushed that claret worm right up into the front. You still see the eye, it's just kind of hidden from you a little bit, and as you can tell with the bead in the way, it's still there. But now what you want to do is take your thread, go inside the bead, come up, do a base layer of thread in the back, and go ahead and snip that thread off. This fly works great with stalkers, but it is a generally good fly. It's a very good check nymphing fly. It gets down quick. It does move a lot with current, and that's what I like to see out of my flies, is a lot of movement. Movement to me represents life. So if you can make anything kind of wiggle, move, or thing, or you throw something in there that can kind of wiggle, go ahead and do it. So what I did is I did 3 wraps in front, 3 wraps in back, and then I'm just going to bring my thread all the way to the front of the bead. Now I'm just going to take this, if I can get this to roll right, there we go. I'm going to take this and go ahead and start wrapping. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 or 4. As you can tell, I'm just building a little body. Trying to keep that bead up there in front. As you can tell, the tail in the back wants to roll on me. That's fine, just let it roll. Just run it around. Then just come back. You don't want to use a whole bunch because you don't want to lose a lot of this material. It's not needed. These flies, like I said, do fall apart, so you're going to need to tie this stuff a lot. I recommend tying everything at least sets of 10. Little wise tale my fly shop always says, sacrifice some to the tree gods. But this is check nymphing. If you're hitting trees, your line is out too far. But you will catch the rock gods. Now after that, do 2 or 3 in the front, 2 or 3 in the back. Pull up real nice and tight. Snip it, and it'll disappear on you. Then take this, go through. Do 1, 2, 3. Now you got it nice and secure. Pull tight and snip it off. And what you have is a squirmy worm. A little too far down on the tail on that one, but still will work. So there you go. It is a squirmy worm. This one kind of looks like a scud hook version, but it's still fishable. Things still wiggle. Now you can leave this tail and these 2 tails as long as you like. You can leave them super long like it is right now, and then the back, or you can do what I do. I come up here, I do about 1 length of my finger, and I snip it off. And then I do the same thing on the back. 1 length of my finger and snip it off. That way it's just there. Still gets movement, still has that hot spot, and everything is looking good. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Once again, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe. Get out and fish, hit the waters, and see how this works for you. Thank you for watching, and I will hit you up with another video. I think my next video is going to be on what is called a Psycho Prince, because apparently I've been doing the Psycho series a lot lately. This was kind of a break. So let's go ahead and hit a Psycho Prince. Why not? Alright, y'all guys have a good one.